Hi everyone, my name is Juan, and if you're watching this right now, it's because you want to grow. This is going to be a quick video about how you're going to get 100 new followers this week, Monday, November 16th to Sunday, November 22nd. Okay, I am going to go through things pretty quickly, but it's a recording, so feel free to pause it, replay, whatever else it is. If you don't know me already, I'm not going to waste your time kind of introducing myself and everything. If you follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you're going to get to know me pretty well. So I want to dive right in. Okay, so I'm going to make my screen a little bit smaller. Okay, first things, yes, want to grow 100 new followers this week, Monday, November 16th to Sunday, November 22nd. These are going to be our goals. One, we're going to translate your message, whatever that is, whether you are a mommy blogger and you want to build that brand, whether you're a coach, whatever it is, we're going to translate your message into a beautiful brand. We're going to save time by pre-planning your content once a week. So today or tomorrow to start Monday, right? 3, develop meaningful relationships with your community. We have to remember that these are people too. It's not just one follower. These are going to be 100 people that are going to be added to our network, and we want to learn how to flourish those relationships and to build them up with a good foundation. Okay, and then I also want to use the free tools out there. There are billions of people using Instagram, so there are thousands of people that created tools to optimize the experience. Okay. Lastly, we're going to learn about engagement pods, and that is the way that we're going to be growing this week by 100 followers, okay? Measures of success. There's 2 types. First is tangibles. So we want to increase your number of followers. We want to increase your number of comments in each of your posts. We want to increase your likes on each of your posts. We want to decrease the time you spend per day on social media. So instead of actively every single day, for 6-7 hours, no, let's break it down to 1, maybe 2 hours or 30 minutes, depending how organized you are and how much time you actually spend engaging. Okay, but the most important part with that is to know when you're going to do it. Okay, so be very intentional with your time. And as far as intangibles, we all want to feel proud of our brand. When we look at our social media, we want to say, yes, it does represent me. It does represent accurately who I am and what I want to be, right? Also, we want to grow your skill set by achieving your goals. If you know how to do this, you're going to be that much more efficient later on. These are going to be things to keep in mind. Apps you're going to be needing to use. We're going to go over those. Hashtags. What's all the buzz around hashtags? The algorithm. The Instagram algorithm and how to get on the explore page. We're going to talk about engagement. What does that mean and how to do it? And then also about creating outstanding content. Okay, so these are going to be things again to keep in mind. Let's start with the apps. Get your phone out and download these apps if you don't have them already. Instagram, obviously you should have that, but if not, download it. 2, Canva. Canva is where I'm making this presentation. Canva is where you're going to make everything look super pretty, and it's free. Okay. You're going to also download an app called Feed Preview. Feed Preview looks like this one here. If I can show you. This one right here. Okay? And it takes your photos from your phone, and you can actually move it around so you can see what your content is going to look like on your wall. It also allows you to plan and publish your posts. That means you can get your captions ready ahead of time. So when it's time for you to post, you can just send it out there. You don't have to spend 10, 15 minutes thinking about your caption. Okay, you can do this all at once. And we're going to talk about it a little bit later too. Also, you're going to make sure you have notes on your phone. Everyone's phone already has it, but you just need to know where it's at, okay? Next thing to keep in mind is the hashtags. So did you know that you can do up to 30 hashtags per post and 10 hashtags per story? So what does that do? On the explore page and on the most recent pages, it's gonna allow your feed to show up there, okay? And based on the algorithm, the faster your picture is gonna get onto the explore page. If you get to the explore page, most of those people have thousands of likes. And the most recent one right now, they taken it off because of the election, and I'm not really sure when that's gonna come back. But either way, it's gonna get other people to see your content, okay? And also, by you clicking one of your hashtags, you can connect with other people and engage with their content as well. Okay, so there is a website called Best Hashtags Website, and I opened up right here. So, for example, if I have a post about motivation, I type in motivation in here, and it shows me so whatever what I want. You know, I can do brand, enter. And I suggest you do this like on your phone so you can copy it straight from your phone and put it on your notes. So that way when you post, you can write this straight in the comments. You can just copy and paste it straight into comments, all the hashtags you want. You can also change them up afterwards. Just have them be really specific. Okay. And it has so many. These are the top 10 like brand hashtags, and these are other recommended hashtags. Okay. You want to have a hashtag for each of your projects. So for example, if you are talking about your podcast, the hashtag that you want to be using should be related to your podcast. If you're posting about food, it should be like foodie, you know, foodies of Instagram, like eating, restaurants, whatever it is, right? Quote, same thing, family life, behind the scenes, they all have different hashtags, and that website's really gonna help you out. Okay, so it's called Best Hashtag. If you just Google that on your phone, you should find it right away. The algorithm. The algorithm is how to get on the explore page, how Instagram shows your content to more people. How do you get there? Well, you have to get a lot of people to like, comment, save, and share your photo within moments of posting. Okay, and yes, that is kind of hard to do, especially if if you're starting out now with like maybe 300-400 followers, even a few thousand followers. It gets a bit harsh to do, which is why we're going to do this program. So stick to the end so you can join our engagement pods, and we can do this together for this week and really go all in. Okay, we're going to talk about that in a minute. Engagement. Commenting keyboard shortcuts. So if you, again, go back to your phone and do this right now with me. Okay, we're gonna go to settings, on your phone settings. You're gonna go to general. When you get to general, you're gonna go to keyboard, okay? And then you're gonna go to text replacement. So there's a little plus sign if you have an iPhone. I'm not quite sure how it works on different phones, but at least on the iPhone, there's a text replacement. So there's a little plus sign, you add that, and then you press a phrase. You can do different phrases by doing things like, for example, this when you comment on someone else's. Let's say someone put like a really, really good looking like dinner plate, and you just want to say, oh my gosh, this looks so delicious, right? We usually want to do like more than 4 words. So, oh my gosh, this looks so delicious. So there's 2 lines here, phrase and shortcut. So on phrase, you want to write, oh my gosh, this looks so delicious. And then shortcut, you're going to write food delicious, FD, okay? So every time now that you type in FD anywhere on your phone, the phrase, oh my gosh, this looks so delicious, is gonna pop up. So after you save it, now when you're about to comment on someone's, instead of typing it out, oh my gosh, this looks so delicious, you can literally just press FD and that whole phrase is gonna pop out. That's gonna save you a lot of time in the long run, especially when you're trying to comment on 20, 30 people, within a day or so. Okay, so that's one thing, commenting. Tagging. We're gonna, in the pictures for this week, if you decide to take this challenge, you're gonna tag every single person in your engagement pod and all of the posts that you do. The reason for that is so they can come and reciprocate that love backwards without being a weird, because they're doing it too. Okay. Liking, you want to like recent posts, and you want to comment on people that just posted. So for example, Jay Shetty, he's doing great. Let's say YouTube notifications on for him, and he just posted a photo. That photo, you want to go like it right away, and you want to comment something, so that way everyone else that comments sees your name there as well. Okay, that's more for the explore page, but that's super important. Kind of do. But so that's tagging and that's liking. Saving. Let's say you are a motivation brand and and you found a quote that you loved, right? You want to save that right away, just so it can give you some like brainstorming ideas when you want to develop your own post. But remember, if you're going to share someone else's, credit them the work, tag them and says, thank you so much for sharing this. You know what I mean? Don't take anything for yourself. That's just really not cool. That's not really ethical. But give them credit, you know? And then we're going to be sharing things. Look for accounts with like under 10K, because they're looking to grow. So if you share their content, they're more likely to engage and share some of your content as well. Okay. Stories. Stories are super important these days. And like I said, they take 10 hashtags that you can do. If you don't want them to be seen, you can just match the color with background and no one's even going to see the hashtags that you post on your story. And it gives, and comment on other people's stories. Like just put like the little heart emojis or laughing emoji, engage with other people throughout the day. Okay. And then going live. Going live is something that you can do. And especially when you go live with other people, you get to borrow their audience. So let's say you're someone with 500 followers and someone else has 600 followers. Now you both told both of your audiences that you're doing a chat together. So that's that many more people that are going to see your brand out there. Okay. Also, those videos give you more content if you're using a YouTube channel, or you can even use that as a post. Okay. And then we want to look at posting during peak times. And we're going to talk about peak times in just a little bit. And for this week, I want to challenge you to post 3 times a day. If you're thinking, oh my gosh, I don't have that much content, don't worry, we're going to get to that. Okay. Last thing is outstanding content. How do we develop it? 1, it has to be valuable. Content that helps people. And it needs to speak to your niche, right? If you're not trying to reach people who are restaurateurs or foodie bloggers or in the food community, then you probably don't want to post that many food pictures, right? Initially, I started like 5 years ago doing food Instagram, and I loved it, but that was the world I was in. And now that I'm trying, and I was growing like 500 people a week, but then I stopped posting for a while because I was busy with work and grad school, and I wasn't going to that many like food events. And then now I'm switching over from restaurants to more of a spirituality, coaching, positive thinking, because that's just where I am in life right now. So the followers that I have are not engaging as much with my content because it's not about food. But if I were to post a food picture, I would get 3-4 times more likes on it, just because my followers aren't that niche. So if you're starting out, it's super important to get the right followers and for you to follow the right people. So it's not just follow and unfollow. Okay, that's not cool either. Okay, so that's value. It needs to be aesthetic and pleasing. It needs to look pretty. So we want to use bold colors. We don't want posts to be confusing, like there's too many things going on. We want people to know what they're looking at. We all get presented with like 11 million images a day of different things, and our brains only process like 0.004 of it. So that's not a lot. So we want to be memorable. We want to post pretty pictures. Keep it simple, right? Or videos to vary the content. Also, it needs to be pretty engaging. We want to share other people's work and give them credit, right? So if we decide to do that, we want to give people credit. we want to do action calls. And action calls can be anything from tag a friend who would love this vacation spot if you're doing a travel blog, right? But not in COVID, really. So it's like, maybe if you have some advice, you're like, tag a friend who really needs to hear this right now, right? Comment yes if, da 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 da. Comment yes if you agree. Comment yes if this. You can also do contests and giveaways, especially if you're partnering up with a restaurant or a brand or anything like that to help them out. And the contest, you can use this website. It's called Randomizer. So everyone that, like the rules would be, tag 3 friends. And then everyone, you put them into the randomizers on the website, it automatically chooses a winner for you. And also you can ask questions. That's a really great way to just interact with people. And all this works on your stories and on your post as well. Okay. I know that was a lot of information. So this is what you need to do right now. First, you have to choose. You have to choose whether you want to do nothing, to continue doing this by yourself, or to go all in. This is 5 days, and you're going to get 100 new followers at least if you stick with the plan. Okay. What should you do first? So first you have to choose. Hopefully you chose to go all in. If you did, I want you to fill out my survey, and it's going to look like this. It's going to ask you a few questions. What's your IG handle? That's so I can follow you. Literally follow you and put you in the pod. Okay, so you're already going to get 1 new follower just like that. 2, how do you describe your brand? If I get let's say 60 people, I want to divide people up into pods depending on their brand. So if you're a coach, I want to put you with other coaches. If you're a foodie blogger, I want to put you in with foodies. If you're like a mommy blogger, I want to put you other with like family-oriented things, right? That's why I need that. And then how many pods would you like to be in? 1, 2, or 3? So let's see what, how many people actually decide to join the challenge, and then I can split the people up. If you want to do 2 or 3, that means you also have to comment on everyone else's post, okay? And then last one is, what are you most concerned about? So if there are any pressing questions, maybe it's like creating my content, some of the software, how to use Canva, whatever it is, feel free to ask me. You can ask me here, or you can ask me on Instagram and right in the private messages. We're going to connect. If you do this challenge, we're definitely going to be talking. So here's the last one, participate. So you chose to do this 5-day challenge, go all in, get 100 new followers, you filled out a survey, and then now you have to participate. So starting Monday, I wrote Tuesday, but because I was planning on doing this Monday night, but I got so inspired today and I was like, just do it, get it done, present it, and allow more people to join this challenge so more people can grow even faster, okay? So you want to turn on notifications for every single person in your pod, so you know exactly when they post, okay? And that's pretty much it. So when you share, let's say you do a post and it's like 9 in the morning, right? 9 in the morning, you have a new post. After you create it, you're going to tag everyone on your post, and then you're going to share it, that content, that post, into the engagement pod. So you're going to send like a message to that group. Engagement pods are messages in a group, kind of like a group chat. Okay, so then when those people see it, hopefully within like 5 minutes of you posting, they're going to like it. They might share it in their stories. They're going to comment on it, and they're going to save it. And it's super important to especially share, comment, and save. And ideally, it'd be like comment someone else's name on it. So it's like, oh my gosh, this looks great. And they tag a friend, and they're like, check this out, right? Is this a lot of work? Yeah. But we do this with each other, with other people that are doing it. So Instagram is like, oh wow, this place is getting a lot of love. This post is getting a lot of love. Let's share this with other people, okay? And since we're creating valuable content, that is a great thing. So last thing you're gonna do is join my group 1 day at a time, and I'll send you this information once we connect. To keep up with different resources, tools, and events. So I want to have a few other live chats like this That really is going to help you out. Also, this week I'm doing free coaching. I'm doing free coaching with starting out for the week, getting ready for my December coaching launch. And on the 23rd, 24th, and 25th, I'm going to have a live webinar, where we're going to be talking about your vision, your mission, just clarifying your brand even further, and just getting more one-on-one attention. So this week you're going to talk to me a lot just because we're going to be engaging back and forth on our social media. That's a great thing, right? Okay. But you're probably now maybe asking yourself, you're like, Juan, wait, I need content. Yes, you do. If you're going to post 3 times a day, you do need content. And the way you do that is there's 4 steps, okay? First is your marketing calendar. It's going to take you about an hour to do, maybe 30, 40 minutes, depending on, what you're thinking about. One, we're going to plan your bios. Bio is super important. It's the first thing people look in your page. And I want you to look for your inspiration. So if your inspiration is Jay Shetty or Boss Babes or any of your favorite people, look at their bios. It's very clear, right? Very call to action. Okay. Some people have Linktree. So if you have different websites, Linktree is a great way to use it. Or maybe you just, whatever it is, however you want to present yourself, make sure it's very clear call to action. For example, mine's right now is, and I tend to change just sometimes depending on the content I have, but it goes 21-day coaching, and I have a little hand sign that says stop, another one says breathe and find your flow. So stop, breathe, and find your flow. Answer your life's calling. Okay, and then right underneath I have, what does your future look like? Free quiz below. I have a free quiz that's going to tell you what your future looks like in 2021, which I know we're all kind of wondering about. And then there's a link below with my link tree that has access to my YouTube videos, it has access to that quiz, it has access to my podcast and several other fun things that you can check out. Okay, and then lastly, I want you to choose the times that you're going to post this week. That's super important. Times you're going to post this week. Second thing, notes and keyboards. You're going to just prepare. Remember the hashtags? Copy the hashtags into your, now that you have your post ideas, now you can kind of choose the hashtags based on your post ideas. So you can copy them into your notes. That way, every time you post, you have easy access to copy and paste it right into your comment section. And then for the keyboard, remember that's like that short text. Put like 4-word comments that you like to post on other people's items. So for example, this post is awesome, or this looks so delicious. This is just what I needed today. Thanks for sharing, etc. Whatever it is you think. And obviously, like if you love a post and your messages don't make sense right now, comment what your heart desires. Okay, this is not fake. Like I actually want you to mean the things that you're saying. So like you're not a robot. You're engaging with these people, and that's just starting a conversation. Canva. This is my favorite thing. So this one, we're going to prettify everything. And we're going to create 21 posts that have a similar aesthetic, color, tones, etc. To make everything look good. My Canva looks a little crazy right now. But some of these posts I haven't posted yet because I plan out for the month. So these are some of the posts that I created on here. So embrace your passion, build your brand, 3-day workshop. This is my morning routine when I was talking about, so you meditate, 3, 2, 1, do it. Instead of tossing and turning all day, this is my podcast. Boom, pictures, quotes. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not a habit, it's not an act, but a habit. Take it one day at a time. I'm posting this tonight, coming soon. I posted this morning. Right? Want to smash your goals? Is it important? Is it not? Is it urgent? Not. If it's urgent and important, you got to do it. But you see how all the colors are pretty similar? I pretty much sticking with like green, blue, and pink, and kind of meshing with the colors. But this is really for your aesthetic and just has to appeal to you. But Canva is fabulous. Keep going, okay? So want to talk sessions. This is like just getting in one-on-one time with me. These are one of my favorites. I'm excited I'm showing this. Work through your childhood crap. This is super important to just be reminded. So I'm kind of picking some stuff because we all need to do subscribe, community habits, this for my Juan account. And you're going to see all my craziness on Canva. Computer's almost dying. Okay. So if you see like my designs, you have like some palettes. This is for my podcast right now with my friend Taylor. So I created my templates for her for the entire week. And this is really what I really want you to play around with this. It's going to be such a lifesaver. So you're not creating content every single day. Like you don't want to do that. It's going to take you super long. There's so many templates here that you can play around with and choose. And she's the one that thought it was a good idea to use 1 or 2 puns in my Instagram like 4 years ago. But you see, so I made all these posts. So now in order for me to just like put it online, it's not going to take me an hour to create it, to come into the comments, all that stuff. Just right away. Okay. So then you kind of get that. So it's going to make things pretty. And then the last one is Feed Preview. That app that I was telling you about, it's going to help you organize it on your feed and do the comments about it. We want to use this to like pre-plan, position your posts, and write the captions again. Okay. So I'm going to add you to an engagement pod on Sunday night. But first, fill out the survey. Link is in the recording description. Join my Facebook group, one day at a time, and follow me on Instagram. It is Juan to Talk. I'll type it in right here. Okay. Let's type it here. Juan to Talk for 21 days. Like 21 days, but 21 days. And that's going to be me on Instagram. So check that out. Okay. Check that out. And remember, this is all about adding value to the people in your world. Like it's kind of hard for people to like your stuff if it's not like pretty or if it's not like cohesive or aesthetic. So you have great things going on in your head. Like you have a lot of value, experience, passion, drive, your mission. Like if all that's clear and you're just kind of ready to put it out there, it needs to be cohesive. But you also don't want to spend hours and hours and hours like going through it and like every single day. So this is why you need to plan like once a week and getting ahead. These engagement pods, you're going to connect with about maybe 15, 20 new people. And that exposure is going to get you that experience, that like kickstart that you need. And honestly, like, I'm not going to like promise, but I am pretty sure, I'm like 85% sure that you can get over 100 likes in 7 days if you do what I'm telling you to do. Okay. But right now, just start with the survey. Again, link is in the description. Join my Facebook group. Follow me on IG. Any questions or comments, send me a DM. I'm available. I'm here. And I'm so excited to get to know you and what you are about.